Hello everyone, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. This is only my second video, so if you didn't know, I'm Lily. Welcome. Hi. My last video was an OnlyFans Q&A because I'm on OnlyFans, but I realised that if you don't know me from Instagram already, then you have no idea who I am or anything about me. So I thought we'd correct that in today's video. I'm going to try and keep this intro short because this video is going to be really long. I already can feel it, so sorry about that. But basically I saw on Instagram someone had created like 70 horrible questions to answer, and people were answering them on their stories on Instagram, and I quite liked the idea and thought I would save it and do it on here instead. Now 70 is a lot of questions, so I got it down to 45 I think, but I have a tendency to ramble, so I'm going to try not to do that, but if I do, I'm really sorry. I've written them all down on my phone, and we're just gonna get straight into it because, like I said, this is gonna be the longest video ever, so I'm sorry. Okay, question number 1. Do you have a good relationship with your parents? Now this is a really juicy question because normally most people would be like, yeah, my parents are great. I actually don't speak to my parents. We have a really toxic relationship. It's just me and my mom. It was my dad until I was like 2, and then he left, and then we had a stepdad who brought us up, and he had an affair when I was 18, 19, and left, and we don't speak to him anymore. And then it was just me, my mum and my brothers, and those last few years I lived at home, well, it was only a year actually, but that last year I lived at home was horrible. It was really toxic. Me and my mum were fighting a lot, and yeah, she's just not a good person to have in my life. So she's not in it. We actually reconciled. We didn't speak for literally no contact for about 1.5 years, and then last March when Corona hit, we got back in touch and we carried on speaking, and then we spent this Christmas together, and we've recently stopped speaking again. So it was a nice little reminder why we didn't speak the first time round. But yeah, that's it basically. That's the tea there. We don't speak. She would say we don't speak because of me. I say we don't speak because of her. It's just the way it is. No love lost though. Some people think it's really sad. I'm chilling. I'm happier when they're not in my life because it is that toxic. So long. Question number 2. Who did you last say I love you to? Honestly, I don't know. I don't say it that much. There's not really that many people in my life that I would say it to. Probably my cat, or my brothers. Probably like New Year when I got drunk, it was to my brothers. Question number 3. Do you regret anything? No, I think it's easy to look back in life and be like, oh, I wish I hadn't done that, or I don't know, look back with regrets. But actually, if you really think about it, everything that you've been through brings you to where you are now. So no, I really don't actually. There's nothing I regret. Giving people second chances, third, fourth chances, it's all like rubbish stuff, but I learned from it. So no regrets, no regrets. Question number 4. Are you insecure? I think there's a massive difference between being insecure and having insecurities. Everyone has insecurities. I don't like my thighs, my belly, my boobs are too big, I hate my nose, all of that stuff, right? Everyone has insecurities. Being insecure is a totally separate thing, I think. I think I'm a very confident and secure person. I trust in myself. I know what I'm doing. I'm on the right path. I believe in that. So I'm quite secure in myself and in my life. I'm quite secure, but I have insecurities. Who doesn't? We're only human. But yeah, I'd say I'm a secure person. I'm a secure person with insecurities, if that makes sense. Next question. What is your relationship status? My relationship status is single. Very, very single. I'm actually probably the most single I've ever been in my life. Normally, even when I'm single, there's like someone on the scene. But no, there's literally nothing. I've been single for a year. I've been single for over a year. I stopped sleeping with my ex last February, so like nearly a year. So, but yeah, since then there's been like people come and go, but nothing like serious. And there is no one on the scene right now. Literally no one. Like, it's really sad. Like, even when I get drunk, there's no one I want a drunk message. Nothing. My phone is dry. I'm also not bothered. Like, it would be nice to have someone to flirt with now and again. I'm a massive flirt, but like, when I go to sleep at night, no one's cheating on me, so it's all good in that sense. Question number 6. How do you want to die? I try not to think about dying that much because, you know, it's not the cheeriest of subjects, is it? But if I was gonna die, I'd want it to be peacefully in my sleep. I went to school with someone who used to say that they wanted to drown because drowning is really peaceful, but isn't drowning literally like the panicking and the intaking of water that makes you die? So that's a no for me. But like peacefully in my sleep, I think most people would say that, surely. Or maybe some people want to die in like a really cool way. I just want to die in my sleep without knowing I'm even dead. Number 7, when was your last physical fight? I've actually never been in a physical fight. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I think I would not be great in a fight. I've had a few people want to fight me or like say that they were gonna fight me, but like, no, never happens. Yeah, there was one occasion where I was like so close, and it was actually me that started it, and that's not like me. I was drunk, to be fair. There was this one occasion and it nearly came to blows, and then I backed out because that's it. Well, I actually didn't back out, that makes it sound like I was a chicken, but I basically got removed from the situation, so that was that. Question number 8, do you like someone? Kind of similar to the relationship one. I don't like anyone. Like, I feel like liking is when you kind of want to be in a relationship with someone. You're like seeing them and you like them, like you can see it going places. So I don't like anyone. However, I am the worst for fancying people. There is never anyone that I don't fancy. So do I fancy people? Yes. Do I like anyone? No. But I have like little crushes. Question number 9, have you stayed up for over 48 hours? These questions are not that horrible, are they? They're just juicy. Have you stayed up past for 48 hours? Yeah, maybe like a handful of times. I'm not a regular 48-hour stay-upper. But I definitely have. Like when I've been partying hard, you know, those kind of parties, then yeah, definitely. But not very often. I'm not like that. I'm not like a hardcore partier. 24 hours, I do that quite regularly. 48, that's a bit extreme. Question number 11, do you miss someone? Honestly, no, I don't think I do. It's like easy to say, like it's Corona, so really the answer should be, oh my god, yes, I miss hanging out with my friends and blah blah blah. And I don't miss my friends because I speak to them like on the phone, so I miss like in-person interaction, yeah, but I don't miss anyone that's like not in my life anymore. Yeah, literally no one. Does this make me like a savage? Am I a heartless bitch? Because all of these I'm like, nah, cutthroat, nah, moving on. But yeah, there's genuinely no one that I miss. Do you hate anyone at the minute? No. Who has time to hate someone? There are people I don't like, but like, who has time to hate someone? That's a real emotion, hate. Dislike is just dislike, but like to hate someone, they must have really done something so horrible to you to hate them. Like what a harsh word. No, not hate. Like, next question, do you have any pets? Yes, I do. I have a lovely little violet ragdoll called Teddy. If you hang on, I will get him. He's asleep on the bed and he probably won't want me to pick him up. Here he is. Say hi. This is my pet. He's actually more like a... What have you got on you? You've got Amazon parcel packaging on you. He's gone now. That is my pet. He is called Teddy. He is nearly a year old. He's a year old next month. And he's my best friend. I got him when he was 12 weeks in April. And he's been by my side ever since. He's honestly the best purchase I've ever made. He's more like a dog than a cat, but I don't have to walk him, it's great. Did I say the violet ragdoll? yeah, anyway, he's a violet ragdoll and he's got the bluest eyes and the nicest colourway, and he's like a designer cat. It's beautiful. How exactly are you feeling at the minute? We're in lockdown, so I don't know, I don't want to bring the mood of the video down, but like, it is hard. This lockdown is so hard and I feel so demotivated and have no energy, and I don't want to cook. I just want to order takeaway all the time, and literally like I'm wishing my days away. And I wish it wasn't like that, because I'm 22 and we're only getting older, and I don't want to ever live life like that. But honestly, at the minute it's so hard. Like, life is just rubbish. I get up at like 11 AM, which is not like me. I go to sleep at like 3 AM, which is not like me. And when I get up, I think, what is even the point of getting out of bed? Because the highlight of my day is getting back in it. So it's pretty rubbish at the minute. That's how I'm feeling, but it will all be over one day and then we'll be okay. I just can't wait for it to be summer and hopefully be able to go to the pub and eat in restaurants and hug friends. Oh, that'll be amazing. Imagine. It's going to be so nice when it happens. Would you go back in time if you were given the chance? No, I won't go back in time to relive anything or redo anything. I'd love to be able to go back and like see myself living things. That'd be great. Me and my friend talk about that all the time. Like how, like summer 2018. Oh, that was the best year of my life. I think it was the best year of everyone's lives, but really, it really was. I would love to be able to go and like watch me live in that. Great. I won't like go back and redo anything, no, or visit anything special back in time, because no, I'm just not like that. Just keep moving forward. Where was the last place you snogged someone? Oh, what a horrible word, snog. Where was the last place? The last place I saw someone was in here, in my little flat. Where else do you snog someone? Do you snog someone like, I don't snog people at pubs anymore, or like in the club. I used to do that when I was 18, but not these days. Ew. So yeah, do you have any kids? How many? I don't have any kids. I'm very undecided whether I even want kids. Half of me is like, don't have any, just live a great life like on your own, and be a great auntie. And then the other half of me is like, no, have 10. So it'll either be none or it'll be 10. I've not decided yet. Depends what life throws at me, you know. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm open to either. Do you have any piercings and where? Yes, I have 2 in my ear. I only recently got the second hole done actually. I got that done just before Christmas. I've had my other one done since I was like a baby. And then I have both nipples pierced, which looks 10 out of 10, but it's very painful, just in case you were considering it. And that's it. The only other, oh, I used to have my nose done, actually, fun fact. Not a lot of you will know that. I used to have my nose done when I was at sixth form. I had it done for like, not very long, like 6 months I kept it in, and everyone told me I looked really slutty, which went down a treat with the boys, but I took it out overnight and it healed up, and I wouldn't have it done again, I don't think. It was only a little stud. I'd love to have a ring in it, but I don't think it'd suit me these days. I think I'm too like basic bitch to have a nose ring like now. But I'd love to. I'd love to be cool enough to pull it off. Do you miss anyone from your past? This is kind of a similar question to, do you miss anyone? I kind of covered this. No, don't miss anyone from my past. Don't miss anyone from my present. No. If they're not in my life anymore, they're not in it for a reason, so see ya. Have you ever broken someone's heart? Not knowingly. In my last relationship, when we split up, it was very one-sided, as in I got my heart broken. I'm pretty sure he was okay. But no, I don't think I have. Not like knowingly anyway. No one's ever told me that I have. Maybe I have. Maybe I'm a secret heartbreaker. Who knows? But no, I doubt it. I'm not like the heartbreaker type, believe it or not. I'm the one that always catches the feels. The other person is always fine. Have you ever been cheated on? Yes. Multiple times, but by one person. So I don't know if that's better or worse. But yeah, I've been cheated on. It sucks. But you get over it, I think. I've not been in another relationship since, so whether I'm really over being cheated on, I don't know. My next boyfriend will find out. Although, to be fair, I did a lot of therapy. My ex owes me a lot of therapy money. Have you made a girlfriend or boyfriend cry? No. I actually am going to say no to this, because I think they make themselves cry when they've done something wrong. and then they cry because they think they're going to get sympathy, and because I'm a nice person they always do. But I don't think I've made anyone cry by my actions. No, it's always them when they fuck up and then they want sympathy. What's irritating you right now? Lockdown, corona, but that's like a really basic thing to say, isn't it? What's irritating me? Myself. I'm irritating myself right now. My lack of motivation and my drive to do anything is irritating. What else is irritating? Nothing. I'm honestly so chill. I don't really get irritated by anything. Nothing really makes me mad. Like, I'm just easy breezy. I sail through life. Like, yeah, not bothered. Not bothered. Does somebody love you? I would hope so. I would hope someone loves me, someone out there. Even though I don't speak to like my mom, I have a really good relationship with my brothers. One of them's in the army, so we speak when he's home and when he can, and the other one's like 14 and we speak every day. So I would hope my brothers love me. If you're watching this, brothers, love you. Hope you love me too. And obviously like friends and my cat. I think my cat loves me. Or maybe he just uses me for food. I don't know. But I feel like he loves me. He licks my face in the morning when I wake up, and if that's not love, then I don't know what is. Do you have trust issues? Yes, I suppose I do. Like, my thing is, it's not, even though I've been cheated on, my trust issues are not about being cheated on. Like, I'm not constantly paranoid all the time that I'm going to be cheated on. Not everyone cheats. On Twitter it makes it seem like everyone does, but they don't. Like, if we're being an adult about it, like, come on, not everyone cheats. So my trust issues are not with that. My trust issues are, I don't trust people's intentions. So it makes it really hard. This is why I'm like perpetually single, because I really don't trust anyone's intentions. And it's not just with like potential boyfriends, it's with friends, it's with family, which is why me and my mum don't speak, because there's trust issues there. So like, I don't know, I have trust issues, but it's not necessarily about like being cheated on or anything like that. It's just I don't trust people's intentions and motives. Like, no, people are weird and dodgy, and even the closest people to you can surprise you. So I have trust issues in that aspect, but yeah. But like I say, I've not been in another relationship since I was cheated on. So how badly that's affected me, I don't know. But I don't live life or like speak to boys and think, oh my god, they're gonna break my heart. That's never what ends a situationship. It just ends. So I don't know, but definitely with people's intentions, don't trust them, don't like them. Tell me what you want, be upfront, because I just assume everyone wants the worst, and that's not great. Maybe I should start speaking to my therapist again. Who/what was your last dream about? My dreams at the minute, guys, are wild. Like, wild. I don't know whether it's lockdown or whether I'm eating a lot of cheese, which actually I'm not, because I'm trying to cut down on dairy. But my dreams are wild. Last night, and they always feature people that I know, last night was literally like I was reliving things that I've lived, but playing them out really differently in my head, which is kind of really interesting, especially answering this, because there was a question about that earlier. I wonder if someone could like look into that for me and tell me what that means. But like, I was like a time in my life when I thought things were happening that I had no evidence of, but I thought things were happening. I was like dreaming them scenes in my head, if that makes sense. It was, honestly, my dreams are wild right now. So crazy. I always wake up like, what does that mean? Was that a premonition? Who knows? But I am quite psychic anyway, guys. I am quite psychic. You heard it here first. Who was the last person you cried in front of? I'm not really that much of a crier. I used to cry all the time. Like, anything I'd cry about. Happy, sad, frustrated, I'd cry. And I definitely don't cry in front of people these days. The last person I probably cried in front of was probably my best friend, but it would have been on FaceTime. And that was probably in March when I had a meltdown. Like when we first went into lockdown. and I got really drunk. I drank a whole bottle of gin on Instagram Live, and then I was throwing up in the toilet, and I FaceTimed my friend and was crying, and she was really good to me. She looked after me. Do you give out second chances too easily? Yes, and I'm still like that now. I will give chance after chance after chance after chance until eventually one day something clicks in my head and I'm like, you're done there. Get out of that situation. But honestly, I give chance after, I don't know why I'm telling you all this, because now you can just take advantage of me, because you know I'm a giver of what you call it, chances. I'm a giver of chances. But yeah, I will literally give someone all the chances they want until I wake up one day and I'm like, ew, why am I putting up with that? And that's generally what happens with everyone in my life. But yeah, until I feel like I'm being done really dirty, then you'll keep getting chances. That's probably a really bad thing. I know some people are like really cutthroat and they're like, 2 chances, you're out. I wish I could be like that. I'm not though. I just want people to do right by me, and I really believe that people are going to be good, and then they disappoint me again. And then my thing is this, I always think, but what if the next time is the final time and everything works out, so I have to give them another chance? It's like I have FOMO basically with chances, like, but what if next time could be the time, and it's never the fucking time. Stop giving people chances, guys. If you're watching this, it's a waste of time. Is it easier to forgive or forget? I think it's easy to forgive. Don't forget. I always forgive people. Like, if someone wants forgiveness, I'll forgive you. But I won't forget. I won't forget. Even if you think things have gone back to normal after you've done me dirty, I remember him. I'm remembering. But so yeah, it's so much easier to forget. Forgive even. So much easier to forgive. You should forgive everyone. Like I say, what's the point? Like, why waste your time? If you're not forgiving someone, that's taking up energy. And if you just forgive them and don't forget, then peace of mind. Is this year the best year of your life? Well, how many days in are we? 16? 17? So far, no. But it's got potential. It's got potential. I'm gonna say nothing in my life will ever top 2018. Like, that's a bold statement because I'm only 22, but I'm pretty convinced nothing will ever top 2018. Although there will be another World Cup in my lifetime, hopefully, and I'll still be quite young. When's the next one? 18, 19, 20, 20. Next year? Is the next World Cup next year? Every 4 years, aren't they? Or 8? I don't know. And I'll still be young, so maybe next year will be the best, and I'll have all the free time because I'm on OnlyFans. I'll have all the money. I'm excited for next year already. I'm really in January. Talk about wishing your life away. How old were you when you had your first kiss? Sad story, I actually can't remember my first kiss. I'm pretty sure it was before I went up to secondary school, so I was like 10 or 11. And I'm pretty sure it was like on the park, but I can't really remember it, sorry. Do you believe everything happens for a reason? Massively. This is basically my mantra. I know it's a lot of other people's too, but every time something happens to me, I'm like, that happened for a reason. You just gotta wait it out and see what that reason was. It'll happen, everything will fall into place. If it's meant to be, it will be. 100%. I think that saying gets me through life. Honestly, it really does. Anything that's really shit that I'm going through, I'm like, don't worry, it's happening for a reason. And by the time the reasons come about, I forgot why I was even sad. So whether it works or not, I don't know, but that's what I believe. What is the last thing you did before you went to bed last night? Let me just really think about this one. Before I went to bed or before I went to sleep? Very different answers. Before I went to bed, I was just watching telly in here, I think. Oh, I know what I did. I had a Tesco food delivery between 9 and 10, so I had to wait up for that. And then as soon as it came, I packed it away and got in bed. That's exactly what I did. I almost forgot, but Tesco. Is cheating ever okay? No. I know some people will be like, if you're not happy, but you're not sure if you can fix it, then yeah, test the water. Absolutely not. That's disgusting. That's a disgusting way to think about it. No. If you're not happy, get out. And then go back later if you really fancy it. But do not cheat on that person. Ew. People never recover from that, you know. People never recover from being cheated on. It's so selfish. So selfish. Was that, and I bet it was only about 5 minutes. Was that 5 minutes at a push worth it? Worth ruining that other person's life for temporarily? Was it worth it? If you think yes, then you're a dick. Don't ever speak to me, ever. Are you mean? No, I don't think I'm mean. I think I'm actually really lovely. I think I look a bit mean. I think I can look really mean, and people think I'm gonna be mean, but I'm actually really nice. I'm saying so anyway. Like, I think I'm really nice. I hate that people think I'm mean. I can be mean, don't get me wrong. I think my mum would say this too, but who cares about that? That I can be very mean. I have a very mean streak. Like, if someone's done me dirty, I will be mean. I can be mean. Like, the things that come out of my mouth, oh, not that nice, but it really takes a lot to push me to that level. But generally speaking, day to day, I'm the nicest person ever. Even if I do say so myself. Do you believe in true love? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, 3 years ago, I'd have been like, yes, true love exists. You just have to wait to find them. Whereas now I'm a bit more cynical, and I think, does true love exist, or do we all just get to an age where we decide it's probably the right time to settle down and make ourselves believe that it's true love, even though it's not? Is true love something that's being created by Disney? Could be. You hear about those stories, don't you, where like old people got together when they was like 14 and they're together until they die at like 95, and that's lovely, but it's very rare. And maybe they just put up with each other. What is true love, you know? I don't know if I believe in it. I'd love to believe it exists and it's all sunshine and roses and beautiful, but does it? Who knows? I don't. Do you want to get married? This is another one. It's kind of like the kids one. I'm not really sure. Like, what's the point in marriage? You know, I get it. So I get it, but like, I also don't. It's very outdated, really, isn't it? And the way people get divorced these days, it's not, is there any point? Like, does it really solidify anything anymore? I'd quite like to be a fiance. I think that sounds beautiful, and I'd love an engagement ring, but to be a wife, it sounds really cool. Oh, I'm a wife. Like, it sounds really cool. And like wifey, but I don't know. In like the actual meaning of it, I could go without it. But that's not to say if someone asked me to marry them, I'd say no. I just am not. If it didn't happen for me, but you still spend the rest of your life with someone, then fine. Yeah, not really bothered. If it happened, great, we'll have the best day and it'll be really gorgeous. If it didn't, just make me your fiance. Is it cute when a boy calls you baby? Now, I had to keep this question in because if you've come from Instagram, you'll know that I hate being called baby. I don't know why. Even me saying it makes me feel a bit sick. Yeah, baby. I don't know why. I don't know what it is that triggered me, and now I hate it. I didn't used to mind it. Actually, I'm lying. Do you know what I think it was? I think it's because on OnlyFans, every single person on there calls me baby, and I don't know any of them. And obviously, like, they want to call you baby, but like, I don't know, man. I just don't like it. I really just don't like it. If I fancy you and we're like seeing each other, then like occasionally a baby is like, oh, okay, I see you, I hear that. But like, if it's all the time, ugh, no. Lily is my weakness. Call me Lily, that's it. Oof. Yeah, you'll have me where you want me. But baby, no. If you're calling me baby, you must have like, you must really believe in yourself. You must really like know you're an 11 out of 10 to get away with that kind of shit. Because generally speaking, it's a no-go. But I will tell you, if you start calling at me and I'm like not feeling it, I'll be like, can we drop that? Because it's me. Do you want me to get the ick? Because I will get the ick. So just don't risk it. But Lily, safe bet always. What makes you happy? You could get really deep with this, couldn't you? But I'm going to keep it quite light-hearted. Eating out. Oh, as in like going to restaurants. Oh, fuck. Why does everything I say seem like an innuendo? It's not. Like, just eating out in restaurants makes me happy. I was gonna say something else then, but I stopped myself because this is not that kind of vid. What else makes me happy? Being with friends, the sunshine, having plans, being on holiday, shoes, food. That's literally it. I'm really easy to please, honestly. My cat. That's it. When there's no washing in the wash basket, that's another one. Would you change your name? Right, here we go. Are you ready for the tea, guys? So my name is Lily Hollins, but I was born with a different name because that was my like birth dad's name, and then when my stepdad took us on and my mum and stepdad got married, we changed to be Hollins. And basically neither of those names have any sentimental value to me anymore. Both dads scooted out of there, so I've been left with a name, but it's so like impersonal. I'm lucky because, well, I've just been talking about marriage, but if I get married, I'll take on my partner's name, so then it'll mean something. But right now I'm just carrying this second name around, like, just because that's what people know me as. But my stepdad actually asked me if I'd get rid of my second name because he's got a new girlfriend now, which was a whole drama, but I'm not. So I'm actually keeping it at the minute because I'm stubborn. And my siblings are all Hollins, so I'm keeping it. But when I get married, if I get married, I'll change it, and if I don't get married, I'll probably change it at some point anyway. Or maybe not, because it's kind of a brand thing now. Everyone knows me as Lily Hollins, so it's here to stay for now. Would it be hard to kiss the last person you kissed again? Right. It would be hard in the minute because of Corona, but if we take that out of the equation, I'm trying to think who the last person I kissed was. Oh. No, I don't think it'd be hard, to be honest. I think I could kiss him again if I wanted to. But I wouldn't. There's nothing else to say really, is there? I could. I wouldn't. Do you have a friend of the opposite sex you can act yourself around? Yeah, I am myself anyway. Like, no matter who I'm around, boy, girl, indifferent, like whatever, I am who I am, and I don't really change. Maybe I should. I know like that's the normal thing to do, like be one way in front of boys and then be another way in front of girls, but nah, I'm literally the same person. So yeah, there are like boys in my life who are friends that would vouch for that. I am the same person. Yeah, that's it. I actually have a lot of boys in my life that are like friends. They're just less drama, aren't they? And sometimes it's really nice having male perspective. Who was the last person of the opposite sex that you talked to? I'm gonna say talk to as in like generally talk to. It was my brother, because we speak every day. We spoke like an hour ago. In fact, he's tried to call me while I've been on filming this. Yeah, my brother. This is like the person of the opposite sex I speak to every day. And then all the boys on OnlyFans, speak to them, but not like in person, just on the internet. And yeah, they're the ones that I speak to most. If my phone wasn't so dry, then there'd be more tea to tell you, but my phone is dry. Sorry about that. Who's the last person you had a deep conversation with? Me and my best friend, probably. We have deep chats all the time. The other day we were speaking about our pets dying and how we won't be able to live without them. And how do people have kids? Because I check my cat is breathing like 80 times a day. Especially because he's a ragdoll, right? They're so not like cats. So he'll walk and he's just like, and he flops, and then I think, oh my god, is he dead? Is he having a heart attack? Like, what's wrong with him? And he's just asleep. I honestly don't know how people have kids and bring them up and let them cross the road and play outside without you. Whew, scary. That is scary. Because the day my cat dies, a part of me will die. I never thought I was going to be that person, you know. I've never been around pets really, never really had pets, like not been into it. Like when people's dogs died, I used to be like, that's really sad, but like, come on, you'll get over it. And now I have a cat, I think, no. Honestly, I feel so bad about ever thinking anyone was being dramatic when their pet died, because I cried. I honestly, this is the last thing I cried about, because I was thinking about him dying and then I cried. Too sad. Do you believe in soulmates? I believe in soulmates, not necessarily soulmates. Me and Georgia, my best friend, we are soulmates. Like, we were made for each other. We've known each other since we were babies. We've grown up together. Like, she is the other half of me. We are the same person. So yes, I believe in soulmates. And if there's soulmates, then there can be soulmates, surely. God, how many times can you say the word soulmate, silly? But do you know what I mean? Like, if there's soulmates, then surely there's someone that you can, that's the opposite sex or whatever, and find someone who's your soulmate. It's like the true love thing, isn't it? Do soulmates exist? Is it something that we've made up and now we love to believe in because it makes us feel better, or what? But if my soulmate is out there, hit me up. I'm ready. Last question. This is the last question because I cut it down. Is there anyone you would die for? This is like really hard hitting, isn't it? This is like deep. I flipped it around straight away, which I don't know whether it says more about me or what, but I was like, well, is there anyone that would die for me? I don't think there is, honestly. I don't know if that's sad or not. But, yeah, like I would die for my brothers because they're younger than me, and one brother's got a baby on the way and the other one is like 14, so yeah, I would die for them. They've got more to live for than I have. I'm just out here chilling. They're actually like, they've got things to do, you know. I've not experienced a lot, but do I even want kids? I don't know. Do I want to get married? I don't know. I've been on holiday. Like, what else? What else I've got to do? What else I've got to tick off, you know? So yeah, they could have it. I'd let them live over me. Anyone else? I'd probably consider Georgia. Georgia, if you're watching this, I'd probably consider you on. But that's about it. Everyone else can die and let me live. I have shoes to buy still. And on that really cheery note, I think we're done. That's all the questions. I tried to answer them as quick as I could. If I miss anything or I sound like a knob in any of them, please don't judge me. This is just me. And also let me know your opinions down below. Like, if you thought some of the questions were interesting, I want to know your answers. Spill the tea. Let's chat. Yeah, that's it. I hope you're enjoying the channel so far. I hope I'm not really annoying and you can still stand the sound of my voice. If not, sorry. It was nice knowing you, or letting you watch for the first like 30 seconds. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. I'm gonna make some food now, maybe a steak. Anyway, love you all a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you really soon, hopefully, unless everyone says that they hate me and then I'm never coming back. Bye.